constantly monitored by facial recognition cameras that are able to instantly put a face to a name. Now the Chinese are also ranked.
红色是表示你的专注力显示得很高。
Teachers at this primary school in China
蓝色是走神了，
know exactly when someone isn't paying attention.
白色就是你可能跟网络还没有连接好。
These headbands measure each student's level of concentration. The information is then directly sent to the teacher's computer and to parents. China has big plans to become a global leader in artificial intelligence. It has enabled a cashless economy where people make purchases with their faces. A giant network of surveillance cameras with facial recognition helps police monitor citizens. Meanwhile, some schools offer glimpses of what the future of high-tech education in the country might look like.
做出选择吧 Good job!
Classrooms have robots that analyze students' health and engagement levels. Students wear uniforms with chips that track their locations. There are even surveillance cameras that monitor how often students check their phones or yawn during classes. These gadgets have alarmed Chinese netizens. But schools say it wasn't hard for them getting parental consent to enroll kids into what is one of the world's largest experiments in AI education. A program that's supposed to boost students' grades while also feeding powerful algorithms.
为了就是国家的这个研究呀、发展呀，我觉得是没有问题的。
The government has poured billions of dollars into the project, bringing together tech giants, startups, and schools. We got exclusive access to a primary school a few hours outside of Shanghai.
同学们早上好。
To see firsthand how AI tech is being used in the classroom. For this 5th grade class, the day begins with putting on a brainwave sensing gadget. Students then practice meditating.
现在想象我们眉心有一点柔和的光芒绽放。
The device is made in China and has 3 electrodes, 2 behind the ears and 1 on the forehead. These sensors pick up electrical signals sent by neurons in the brain. The neural data is then sent in real time to the teacher's computer. So while students are solving math problems, a teacher can quickly find out who's paying attention and who's not.
说明这段时间他是有点在那走神的。
A report is then generated that shows how well the class was paying attention. It even details each student's concentration level at 10-minute intervals. It's then sent to a chat group for parents.
就是他可以看到每个人的评分。
The reports are detailed, but whether these devices really work and what they exactly measure isn't as clear. We were curious if the headbands could actually measure concentration, so one of our reporters tried on the device.
但我没有感觉自己特别集中。
This is a new technology with still fairly little research behind it.
Theodore Zanto is a neuroscientist at the University of California, San Francisco. He was surprised to learn that this tech, called electroencephalography, also known as EEG, is being used in the classroom on children. It's usually used by doctors in hospitals and labs.
EEG is very susceptible to artifacts. And so if you are itchy or just a little fidgety, or the EEG wasn't set up properly so that the electrodes didn't have a good contact, affects the signal.
Despite the chances for false readings, teachers told us the headbands have forced students to become more disciplined.
上课回答我的问题，就是他们的声音会比平常更响亮。
Teachers say the students now pay better attention during class, and that has made them study harder and achieve higher scores.
上课认真听讲，作业做的基本上是全对的。
But not all students are as enthusiastic. This 5th grader, whom we caught dozing off in class, told us his parents punish him for low attention scores. And that kind of data adds a new kind of pressure for students.
想啊，如果在一次考试全班人都考了95分以上，就你考了一个85，你会不会感觉你有一种
Companies we interviewed said the data can go to government-funded research projects. We spoke to parents who were unclear about where the data ended up, and they didn't seem to care too much.
This is Eardley Elementary here. COVID-19 back to school. Let's check this out.
Yay! Yay! Happy gay music! Come on, guys, it's all wonderful! Yay! Scamdemic! Dude, we have a special video for you. Oh!
Hi, Eardley.
Hi!
Jonathan. Get ready. We are going to take you through what a typical day will look like if you
Awesome!
back to school
Awesome!
during COVID-19.
Awesome!
Hi, kids. This is what we're going to look like when you return back.
Oh, this is wonderful. This is what we're going to look like. Sorry. Take your school and shove it. Of course, I have been showing for years, going back, how the whole sort of, like all the events that happen in the schools. You ever hear about those things? There's like these Brothers Grimm tales about people shooting up schools and stuff. And so every time one of those events happen, there's more and more of these drills. Usually the drills and the events happen at the same time, but that's okay. It's just a coincidence, of course. But what have they done as a result of those events? Well, they've turned your schools into penitentiaries, basically, right? You talk about lockdown, you talk about, locking kids inside, sealing doors, having, cameras everywhere, having gates and fences and barbed wire and all that. Is it really to keep people out? Or is it really to keep you in? Or is it more about just controlling your mind? What happens to animals that are constantly locked up in cages? Oh, they know. They don't for sure. Anyways, that's pretty hilarious.
During COVID-19. Hi, kids. Don't be alarmed. This is what we're going to look like when you
Don't be
return
alarmed.
back. We have goggles, masks, and gloves.
Goggles, mask, and gloves.
Hey, sis, don't get too close now!
Hi, Ben. How are you? Yeah, make sure we stay 6 feet apart.
Yeah, make sure. Look at.
You're going to stay there, and I'm going to go and open
Is your mother getting in an accident before coming?
the door, okay?
Alright.
Okay, well.
Oh, look what they got there. Oh, isn't that interesting? You got your owl reading you. It's pretty fitting, I'd say. How nuts is this? Just think about this. Because when they say new normal, they mean forever. They don't, and then that's just the first wave, right? What's going to happen by the fifth wave? Who knows? Probably most of us will be gone by that time.
Don't forget, you have to sanitize your hands before you.
Yeah, don't forget!
Yeah, that's great.
Okay, now a staff member will escort Ben to class.
The staff member.
Designs on the floor. You'll notice lines and you'll notice some arrows.
Yeah, there you go.
That you are keeping
Don't go the wrong way. Don't be like Jeff C. in the grocery store. The store clerk says,
Excuse me, sir. You're walking the wrong way.
yeah, fuck you. What is your mask now? Where's your goggles and mask and all that? I guess it's okay when you're making this. You don't need to do it. And she can't figure it out. She's like, I want to be somewhat tucked in, but not fully tucked in. She's got like the half tuck here with her shirt, right?
The floor. You'll notice lines and you'll notice some arrows. Make sure that you are keeping at least one arrow apart from all of your classmates and your teachers.
Insanity.
Don't forget,
Insanity.
we're going to teach you all this when you return back to school.
Oh, wonderful.
Hi, welcome to a typical classroom.
Wow.
Your own spot and all your own materials that are going to be prepared.
Oh my God.
And also, they're 6 feet apart from your classmates.
Oh my
Don't
God.
worry, it's big enough for you to get up and do a jumping jack.
Yeah, whoa. Look at this. Insanity.
Some doors are going to have this sign on it. That's an absolute do not enter. Gym, library, NPR, cafeteria, all are closed.
Oh, wonderful! All the good stuff the gym's closed, the library's closed, all the stuff that kids could do to get away from their stupid class is closed. And here's your playgrounds. Here's somebody in my neighborhood is ripping this stuff down. I wonder who it could be.
All of our play structures and our swings will have caution tape on it, so that's a no-go zone.
Oh, no-go zone, yeah.
That's our video to prepare you to come back to school.
Oh my
Don't
God.
forget to talk about it with your parents, but don't worry, we'll all be here to help.
How much you want to bet? How much you want to bet this girl watches Netflix every single day?
See ya!
See ya! See ya! That's just insanity. Here's another one here. New normal here. Of course. Oh, what is it? Hey, Jeff, it's globalist news here. You can't see this. Global news with the red V. Of course, they just rub it in your face. This is your globalist new world order. And here you go. Coronavirus. Montreal elementary schools implement new measures for return. Look at this douchebag here. Let's see what he says.
We have implemented in all our schools is a system of hand sanitizing devices that we put in every entrance of the building, not just the main entrance, but every entrance of the building.
Slowly but surely, Terry Fox Elementary School
Terry
is
Fox.
transforming into a
Terry
new
Fox Elementary. Terry Fox. That's a nice Brothers Grimm tale, eh? That guy that tried to run across Canada on one leg. Bet you bought that one.
space. In the cafeteria, there's now green tape on the floors to let students know how far apart to stand.
Oh my
the measure
God.
is just one of many new things students will have to get used to.
Wonderful.
We have posters for the proper techniques of hand.
So you're gonna have chemicals everywhere. You're not gonna. Your immune systems will be wiped out because you're gonna be not using your immune systems. In fact, your immune systems will be dealing with all the toxic chemicals that they're spraying everywhere. Like somehow that's better off. Somehow that's better for you know. You might be better just to spit in your hand instead of using the freaking hand sanitizer and just say yeah. Did you use that? Yeah, I used it. Don't worry. Oh yeah, high five. Oh, look at this. Look at this. And I got the tree in the background with all the hearts. Those hearts are too close together, man.
Washing that's going to be basically installed in every washroom.
The maintenance specialist.
The same thing for the hand sanitizers, the proper use. They will be beside
wonderful.
Hand sanitizer dispenser.
For students attending school on May 19th, the routine will
33.
be different. Kids will spend a lot of their day in the classroom. Staff will escort them through hallways.
Escort.
Outdoor time will be limited.
Geez, does this sound like something? Doesn't it sound like something? You ever heard of prison? It's prison! Thanks, New World Order! And they're doing this on purpose. Make no mistake about this. They don't give a damn about your kids. They want your kids messed up like a bad accident. You think they want what's best for your kids? No, they wanna take control of your kids' minds and program them all into subservience, right? So that they never ever question anything. They want to be able to detect anyone that might develop contrary thoughts or might actually start thinking for themselves. So, I mean, what they're describing is basically incarceration. I mean, it is already to a certain extent pure incarceration, but now it's full-on incarceration now, where they're going to be escorted everywhere. They're going to have to, like, think about it for kids too. Like, think of how awful the public school system is. It's awful, right? And think most kids don't want to be there. The ones that do, but most kids don't want to be there. They just want to be being kids. They want to be alive. They want to do things that are fun. They want to be with their friends. They want to be playing games, sports, building tree forts. Out on the playgrounds and stuff, and having fun and stuff, right? And instead, you're all gonna have to be 6 feet apart all the time. You're gonna have to social distance. You're gonna have guardians, that are walking with you, that you're not going to be able to access areas. You're going to have to go through checkpoints. You're not going to be able to go in the cafeteria. You're not going to be able to go in the gymnasium. You're not going to be able to go in the library. All those regions are off limits. And the playgrounds are all taped off with police tape, which I've talked about many times about how awful and symbolic that is. It's like police tape is something you use for a crime scene. It is a crime, though. This is the crime of the century. And look what they're doing to our kids.
Classroom. Staff will escort them through hallways. Outdoor time will be limited, and there will be no gym.
There'll be no gym.
To adapt in
Why would outdoor time be limited? You'd want them outdoors as much as possible, especially at this time of year. There'll be no gym. So, I mean, that makes it even worse. I mean, for me, gym, was the only time or the only thing that you look forward to in school because you weren't in the stupid class, right? I mean, these people are subhuman. And this is right around the world, right? This is just my neck of the woods. Well, you saw the other one there, it was the United States. But, I mean, this is the type of New World Order penitentiary system that they want to incarcerate all your children with. It's just madness. These people, unbelievable. The scamdemic.
And there will be no gym. We will also have to adapt in elementary schools.
Oh my God.
There will be a maximum of 15 students per class. We know that this is a complicated situation for parents, educators, for teachers, but we are facing an exceptional situation.
Yeah, what?
Keeping the distance of approximately 2 meters per student.
Yeah, touch the guy with the pink shirt on. Go see the...
Oh, it's his Richard Arsehole here. Grade 6 teacher with his pink shirt. He's a manly man.
Small space to be able to walk and travel through. Right now, I'm looking at a max of 8 students that can operate in the class.
On Wednesday, the provincial government said they understand why teachers are anxious to return to work, and they reassured those younger than the age of 70 that there is little risk. Still, staff here, no
Did
matter
she say
the age,
70 or
are
7?
nervous. Those younger than the age of 70 that there is little risk. Still, staff here, no matter the age, are nervous.
The anxiety is coming now because of the situation of them being in a setting that may have an impact on their own families.
And look at this Agenda 21 sort of thing that they've got painted in the background here with all the peace, fake stupid ass peace symbol and the butterfly. Yay, nature! Yay!
Own children, and this is where the extreme anxiety is coming from.
Terry Fox is surveying parents to determine how many students will return to school on May 19th. About 50% answered, and half of them say they will attend school. Officials say results are similar at Lester B schools and centers across the board.
There you go.
Felicia Perillo, Global News, Pierrefonds.
Global News. Global News. Pierrefonds. It's global news. They're not hiding what they are. This is what they're trying to accomplish. Now, these are just useful tools for the powers that be. But isn't it madness that they're doing this to your schools? Look at here. Back to school in the age of COVID-19, the new normal. Surrey eyes. Here's how BC plans to reopen schools. The new normal. Coronavirus. Trudeau uncertain he would send his children. Honestly, I mean, come on, seriously. Why isn't this guy arrested? Why isn't this guy, facing a firing squad? Quebec Union's parents raised concerns over back to school. Nova Scotia students won't be returning to classrooms. Coronavirus Party Québécois critic weighs in. Quebec parents fear sending their kids back to school. I mean, if you're watching television, you're under mind control. That's all. You watch the television traumatizes you. Television tells you there's a big, bad, invisible boogeyman that's going to hurt your children, hurt yourself, and kill your grandparents. So you buy into it. People are under absolute mind control. Mind control. Absolute tyranny. Just insanity. So, pretty hilarious. I mean, this video was just classic. I mean, where's that? We're going to show that again. We're going to show you what it's going to be like.
Look like if you return back to school during COVID-19. Hi, kids! This is what we're going to look like when you return back. We have goggles.
Oh, there you go. This is what we're going to look like, a bunch of clowns. Like a bunch of retards. Anyways, just insanity. And hey, all you out there, what do you notice? What are they saying in your neighborhood? Probably the exact same thing. I mean, it's the same guidelines. It's coming directly from the WHO. I mean, this is the whole top of the pyramid that's... the whole centralized sort of schooling system controlled by the United Nations, controlled by Agenda 2030, right? That they're going to be able to make sure no children are left behind. We'll make sure that no children don't get New World Order programming sort of thing and go through the penitentiary system of the public school system that they control. So all these guidelines undoubtedly are coming straight from the WHO. And it's more of an indoctrination. It's a programming. You think about the kids that go through this. This is going to be the new normal for them. They're growing. Their cells are developing. Their personalities are developing with this madness happening around them. So this is going to have extremely detrimental effects on most of the kids. Imagine how many kids now are going to be obsessive compulsive disorder, which is a retarded sort of way to be, right? To be paranoid of germs, when really germs are good for you, when really it's great. As a kid that grew up playing in the mud and building tree forts and getting cuts and scrapes every single day and hanging out with gazillions of people and sick friends and whatever, and that was how you developed your immune system, right? You challenged it all the time, not by spraying chemicals on everything, forcing people to wear masks. And how evil is it to force kids to wear masks? I mean, that is just utterly barbaric. It's just inhumane. And yeah, these school boards and these teachers and these characters, even these news people, are just useful idiots. They have no clue. They go home, they watch Netflix, they watch CNN. They're a bunch of mind-controlled morons. So they're just doing what the telly tells them and yeah, again, I mean, it's appeal to authority. Everyone in every school board just does, this is what the school board says. Well, this is what we do. I mean, that's why schooling's horrible. It is absolutely horrible because there's no independence of thought. It's all part of that pyramid sort of scheme system of Agenda 2030, right? Where everyone has to get the same curriculum. Everyone has to follow the same protocols. Everyone has to be the same. That's because they don't want you to rise up and challenge this new world order. Everyone stand up against this.
And if you are taught how to observe, you cease to observe.